Hi guys, Manish here. In this video, we'll learn how to mount and unmount the USB drive, how to format a USB drive, how to change the partitions and restructure the USB drive so that we can use it properly. And in this video, we are trying to create a directory. Right now, you can see, as you can see on the screen, we are creating a directory in the root, that is slash man, and we tried to mount a USB drive over slash man folder, and for that we used the commands mount slash dev slash hdb1 slash man. But uh, because USB drive is not available for our virtual machine, we are not able to mount it in our Linux. So we'll do one thing. We'll try to check whether there is an option available in the virtual machine or not to enable that USB drive. Oh, that's there because we have selected an option in the virtual machine, and we told the virtual machine that USB can be mounted there. USB is available because it was inserted in my laptop. So after selecting the option, it is now mounted automatically. Now we are seeing the directories available in the USB. We are going out of the USB drive and trying to unmount it using unmount command. And now it is unmounted. The command runs successfully. Again trying to mount, but it is showing that it is not finding the entry in the FSTF file. So again try to mount it to see whether it is available or not in the virtual machine. And yes, it's there. Again it is showing in the drive. It is automatically mounted because we have selected the option from the virtual machine directly. It is available to the VM. Now we are trying to format the USB drive. So we'll see that this command is going to work or not, and if it is mounted, it is going to format it or not. So this is the command we tried, but this command syntax is not correct. We are going to check another command, sudo mkfs.vfet, and it is giving the error that file system is already mounted and we have to unmount it. So we cannot format it if it is mounted. We have to unmount the file system to format it, and then we can give the command, correct command. And now we have given the correct command and the formatting is started. It is going to take some time to format the USB drive, and after completion of formatting, the prompt comes again. Now we can mount it and see whether it is working fine or not. And we are giving the command to mount it over the main directory, and it is asking to give the privileged command. So we have inserted sudo before the mount command. Now it is showing that USB drive is mounted. You have seen the files directly that USB drive is properly formatted, and we have unmounted the drive again. Now we'll check the partition in the Windows. So we'll go to the manage and see the disk partition type. Disk management is there here, and we can see all the partitions of different disks, and our interest is in USB drive. And here we are seeing that there are two partitions of the USB drive. Formatting in the Linux has not removed the additional partition. So our problem is not resolved. Actually, we tried to format this USB drive into the Windows and later on in the Linux, but this problem is not resolved. We'll try the fdisk command. Fdisk is available here, which gives the detailed formatting options, detailed partition creation options, and there is another option in the Linux that we can do using GUI, Cinnamon GUI. So what we are using here is selecting the disk system, and it is just like Windows disk partition tool, and here we can see that it is showing virtual drive, and after mounting and making the USB available to the VM, we can see that it starts to show the USB drive with two different partitions. Our problem is to delete additional partition. And this additional partition was created while creating Linux bootable media, and we have deleted partition, and total entire partition is available here. So we'll create a label using the disk tool, and it is going to format the entire USB once again. We'll play around a bit over here and try to mount and unmount this USB, and like to see whether there is an entry in the etc file or not, because /etc/fstf is a file which contains the entries for partitions which are mounted in the Linux system, and we'll again check out whether by using mount and unmount commands whether it is going to create the entry or not. And for that purpose and for testing purpose, we are creating a blank file in the mounted USB drive, and for that we are using the touch command. And touch is a command which can be used to create a blank file, and we have to use the sudo before touch. We are also creating the directory for the testing purpose. This is all about using the USB and utilization of different commands of the Linux. As you can see how we can easily mount, unmount, use the USB drive. We can use different kind of tools available in the Linux to delete the partition, create a partition, and we can have fun in the Linux. And actually, I was not able to delete that particular partition in the Windows. So that was the basic problem. And now the problem is resolved using Linux. So you can see how powerful is our Linux system. In the future, we'll see how to use fdisk and other command line options to achieve this. But for now, I want to make things easier for us. So I used a tool also for creation and deletion of partition. In the end, we'll see the summary of the commands used in this video. Thank you very much.